Hey 𝘾𝙃𝙼𝙋𝙏𝙀𝙍𝙎, guess what? I'm married. Where's my ring? Oh, nor. Hello 𝘾𝙃𝙼𝙋𝙏𝙀𝙀. I have recently been promoted to wifey! Yeah! If you have no idea what's going on, your girl just got married, the wedding vlog is up, and I know there are a lot of questions out there. So I recently posted on my IG asking you for your questions, and I got hundreds of them, just hundreds. And it was kind of stressful coming through all the questions, but I think I got it down to these different categories. Also, congrats on 200K everyone on Instagram. That's huge. Whoa, we were only at 100K like a month ago. What the heck? So today, I'm gonna drag Kevin to do a Q&A with us all. Haha. Let's go grab dinner first. Hello everyone. We are here getting takeout from our favorite pho place in Koreatown. It's literally called K-Town Pho. While we're waiting for our food, we're just gonna go through our relationship history because we got a lot of questions on that. You know, just gonna start from the very beginning, which is, how did we meet? We met in San Francisco. Do you remember the day we met?
June of 2019?
Good job. It was not on the apps because I don't think you would have met my criteria for the apps. So we had to meet through real life. It was at a park at a mutual friend event. He asked me out on a date a couple weeks after that.
And then half a year later, we were official in January of 2020.
And then 2 years after that, we moved in together and moved to LA. I got this Michigander man who went to SF thinking SF was the best place on earth.
I did not say that.
Yep,
my friends were there. My friends were there.
You loved SF, and I was like, dude, I gotta leave. I can't stay anymore. The food's better.
The food is better. That's why we're here waiting in a parking lot.
Yes. A little over 2 years after that, he proposed in New York.
November of last year, 2023.
And then a week after that, I proposed on February 7th, 2024.
We got married.
Yes. What are our horoscopes?
I'm a Leo.
I'm a Scorpio. How did I know he was the one? I already answered that in a previous Q&A, but Kevin didn't.
How did I know you were the one?
Yes. What was the moment in time you're like, ooh?
I don't think it was a specific moment in time, but Chloe is just a very loyal human being, and I realized one day that she would basically do anything for us.
I would murder. I would kill.
She already has.
I would assassinate.
That's what really captured me.
My loyalty?
Yeah, your loyalty and your spirit to fight for us.
Aw, thank you, Kibbo. I'm a lover and a fighter.
Ooh.
Oh.
The duality of mankind.
We gotta pick up our food. BRB. We're gonna eat some dinner and then talk about how the wedding went. I was planning, why did we do a courthouse wedding? How the hell did we plan this so quickly? Because things happened really fast. What did you think of the wedding?
It was cute. It was a small civil ceremony and we did a small photo shoot.
We had one friend come, my brother, my parents, and then my aunts and uncle, and Kevin's parents didn't come because they're from Michigan.
But we called them in.
Yeah, we did Zoom them in. The planning was very, very simple. Courthouse weddings are dope. I love it. It's so casual, so easy.
You apply online to pick up a marriage license, and then our pickup time was like a week later. From there, you can schedule your civil ceremony, and that we scheduled that for like 3 weeks out. The whole thing took less than a month.
Very stress-free day. Everyone came in, no problems whatsoever. It was actually raining all week in LA, but that day, the sun came out for us.
Auspicious.
Very auspicious. So why did we rush to get married after engagement? Did we plan on a courthouse wedding, or was it the spur of the moment? Thoughts on courthouse versus traditional ceremony and the costs associated?
It was a bit of a spur of the moment decision.
It wasn't.
We wanted to get married before we bought the house. And then we weren't planning on getting married like at the top of the year. But then Chloe got laid off, and then about like a week after, we were like,
uh-oh.
Might as well get married now.
Oh no.
Better now than never.
Costs of weddings versus courthouse. Another thing that we debated about for a while was whether or not we would have like a big, because we went through a couple in the last year or two, and they're very expensive. Some of my friends who have hosted weddings, some of them have said that they've spent anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 for one single night. That's ridiculous.
So crazy.
But a courthouse wedding seemed really simple, and we had to do it anyways. Yeah.
The courthouse wedding was like no more than $100.
It was really cheap.
Like $35 for the marriage license, and then like another $30 for each marriage certificate that you want.
Yeah, my dress was $100-something. The veil was just like $12. I bought lunch for everyone that day, so that was like $200+ It was very cheap. I loved it. Did you spend anything else?
I had to take my suit to the dry cleaners.
Dress dates. Dress shopping was actually pretty stressful because I had no idea what I wanted, and I did go dress shopping, and it turns out that at local dress shops, they don't really have the things in stock, and they don't have things in your size. And I feel like people in the wedding industry in LA or the US are just really rude.
Was it like pretentious?
It wasn't like, oh, we don't have that, okay, bye, basically. Like, I don't know, I can't help you. Hey, you drank my Thai iced tea. So good. Okay, ring dates.
This is a lab grown 1.6 or 1.7 carat ring from Bri.
And we were shopping for rings, I think, last summer. We started last summer.
She kept thinking she wanted a cushion cut, but then after like ordering like 2 or 3 cushion cut rings, we had to return all of them because she didn't end up liking it. And so she decided on an oval cut.
I think getting a ring takes a lot of time, especially if you have small hands like me. All of the sizes in the stores and the showrooms are like size 10. And that's huge. I'm like a size 4.5. So nothing had my size. I couldn't really try things on. It was kind of hard to tell if things would look good on my hand. It took a while, but Kevin's ring is from 𝘿𝙬 and it's titanium and it's really simple, but Kevin doesn't like it.
I don't know what happened, but when I bought it at the store, it fit perfectly. And then like very soon after, it was way too big for me.
So then we went to Blue Nile yesterday and we tried on a couple of new rings that were a little more rounded and then tighter. I think you're a size 6.
So this ring is a size 7, but apparently when we sized yesterday, I'm a size 6. So I don't know how that happened. I lost weight, except I didn't.
We'll get you a new ring. I bought that one and he bought this one.
Thank you.
Is your ring lab grown? No judgment, just curious. I'm a really practical lady. Some of my girlfriends who have diamond rings, they're like 12K and above. I just can't justify it. It looks the same to me.
You can't tell the difference, honestly.
I don't think it means anything to me if I say, oh, my ring is a real diamond. I also don't want to wear something every day that's so expensive that I would be afraid of nicking on the side or losing it. Yeah. So I decided to go with lab grown.
Plus that money basically went to our house.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Home ownership.
Home ownership, baby. Have we kissed before getting married?
Ew, I'm not going to hell for that.
Pictures, you guys are so cute. Yes, here are some pictures. Ta! Did I change my last name or have a middle name? What did we do with the name situation? I kept my name. Having a middle name ruins your paperwork for the rest of your life. I just didn't want to update all of my stuff and I really like my last name. It means stone or rock in Chinese. I think it's lit. How did you feel that I didn't take your last name?
I don't care. Plus like she is 𝘿𝙗 on all of her socials and that would be a huge pain.
I don't know what we're gonna do about the kids though.
I think they'll take my last name.
Why?
It's like societal expectations.
Whoa there. There's a lot to unpack. The next set of questions is about money, finances. Big elephant in the room. Did we sign a prenup? And the answer is no, but we will, and it is called a postnup. So we're not signing a prenup, we're doing a postnup. And the reason is that I actually did reach out to a family lawyer, but then you're not supposed to sign a prenup, I think like within a month of like a big life event, because something about how that can influence your ability to make sound financial decisions.
And getting married counts as a big life event.
Turns out it is.
If you're comfortable sharing, does being out of work make finance conversations with your hubby awkward? I'm your hubby.
You are my hubby. Has it ever been awkward between us talking about finances? Yes.
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
Because you had no financial literacy.
Yeah, I was really anxious about my financial situation and I was really insecure because I made far less money. He actually made way more at the beginning. And then he taught me a lot about financial health, where my money should go, how should I think about expenses, and I started making more money in general.
And I mean, now we know all of each other's finances, especially since we had bought a house together. Like it's kind of required to be it all and be like, can we afford the down payment? We need to see everything.
Maybe half a year into our relationship, you knew everything about my finances, right?
Yeah, because you needed help.
Yeah. You want to eat an egg roll?
I had an egg roll. I'm eating one right now.
Melody asks, how are you guys handling financial stuff? 50-50 or more equity based?
Well, the big one is the mortgage, which we split 50-50. We make similar amounts of money. I don't see why it needs to be like a proportional thing to our income.
I think it would have been really hard if we had made
income
a very
disparity.
Yeah, with me getting laid off. I don't think that you worried that much because you knew that I would get back in the game.
I believe in her.
I'm also way more intense about my financial situation than Kevin is. You're very supportive of me just taking a break and like supporting me financially. I hate having to owe someone else, which is why I want to cover my life.
Expenses wise, we kind of just split based on who has better points and we just kind of assume it evens out. It's not like a big enough difference to care. Yeah, we have one joint banking account and that is the account that our mortgage is paid out of. Every month we just put in 50-50 on the mortgage into that account and that's how it gets paid. And then the rest of our accounts just went out. They're all separate, my money and her money. It's just easier to keep track of. We still haven't signed the postnup yet, so it's better to keep it separate just in case. I think we both want to keep track of our own total like net worth for our own knowledge. Obviously that's just easier to track separately. I think one thing that we are gonna do is add each other as like authorized credit card user. That's marriage. That's a step to marriage.
It is marriage.
That's what being married feels like. Authorized credit card user.
Why'd you get married for insurance when you still had continued health benefits? So yes, you do have this thing called 𝑘obra, which is something that you can pay for to continue the health benefits of your previous company. But let me tell you, it's not cheap. 𝑘obra is not cheap at all. Like I thought it was like, oh yeah, 𝑘obra, that's awesome. I still have some time. But I think when I calculated, it was like almost $1,000 a month or something,
Around there.
which I was surprised by. We were gonna get married anyways, so we might as well just do this. That way we don't have to switch insurance and then just a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork too.
Finances, did it change the way to manage your finances before or after getting married?
Yes. I wouldn't say that I'm a big spender. There are far worse people in our circles. Far worse. Like, he's very lucky to have me. You are very lucky to have me as a partner, okay? Like, look, lab-grown ring. I can support myself. I don't bring you any financial trouble.
That's true.
I don't like fine dining.
You don't have a gambling problem.
I
You don't have a drug problem.
I'm not addicted to anything. What else?
Except K-dramas.
Yeah, but that's just like a
Free.
Netflix monthly payment. Pretty good. But I did buy a lot of furniture in the last few months.
Chloe doesn't shop often, but when she does, it's like for one big nice thing. Since it was always her money that she was spending, I like didn't care too much. But now we're married. It's not her money.
We just finished dinner, and I just finished one of the best bowl of pho I've ever had.
And now her stomach is upsetty. She was like just huffing and puffing for the next like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, it was so good. It was so good.
I love this restaurant so much. So let's continue on with our questions, shall we? Married life. Do you think your lives will change much after you get married or stay mostly the same? How is married life? Is it different?
It's not that different. The weirdest part is like calling you my wife. I still sometimes say like, oh, my girlfriend Chloe. I'm like, oh shit. Sometimes I don't realize. That's like the hardest part.
Weird.
Also calling your mom and dad instead of Ai and Susu is like, that's so weird.
We celebrated Lunar New Year at my family's place. He had to call my parents Mama Papa. And then my mom started, she wasn't like crying, but she
was like, oh.
She was fake crying. So married life feels exactly the same. And I think that's how it should be.
That's how it should be. You should be at that point already.
But it does feel more secure and official. I do think so, because there's basically no going back. Still doing couples therapy after getting married? Yes.
Yeah. Just because you're married doesn't mean relationships like stop being work. And I think it's important to keep that up.
I think the biggest points of tension when it comes to divorce are
money, wedding, kids. I don't remember the fourth.
Yeah, I forgot the fourth. While we're going through a lot of changes in our lives, it really helps to have a therapist or like a third party help facilitate anything that's coming up, any patterns, anything that we can work on that we haven't thought through. What's the best part about being married?
The best part is the hand holding.
What do you mean? Like this? Oh, I think seeing our family's reactions was really sweet. I didn't think that they would get that emotional, but they did.
I mean, I didn't really get to see my family's reaction because we called them
I think they were
in.
very happy.
I'm sure they were very happy.
And then all of my extended family will be accepting Kevin as part of the family too.
大家好.
How do you guys divide your Christmas day and family?
My family's in Michigan. We just try to visit for at least one of the two holidays, like between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It just wouldn't feel right. And I tend to like going back for Christmas because that's when my other friends in Michigan go back home. But Chloe hates the snow and hates the cold. Anyway, basically between Thanksgiving and Christmas, one of them's with her family and then one of them's with my family.
I have 2 younger brothers and 2 dogs, so my parents are pretty occupied.
Are the dogs relevant here?
My parents love my dogs more than they love the kids. Kids when? Kids?
Kids?
Kids question mark? Do we want the kids?
The plan is kid at earliest next year, but sometimes we're like, damn, wouldn't it be so cool if we had a kid in the year of the dragon?
The year of the dragon.
Instead of the year of the snake?
We were planning on having kids next year, towards the end of the year, like try for it, and then maybe the kids will come out the year after.
We're just kind of like too busy right now, and Chloe lives still a very stressful life right now, which would not be healthy for pregnancy.
Not good for the kids.
So once we're a little more settled down.
The year of the dragon. Kevin's favorite animal is dragon. He wants to get a dragon tattoo, a dragon sleeve on his arms. He loves the Yakuza series. He loves anything to do with the Japanese yakuza. So it would be dope to have a baby in the year of the dragon.
How many kids?
Oh, 2.
I think I would like 1 daughter and 1 son.
But who's older?
I don't really care. You also want 1 son and 1 daughter, right?
I think every combination's kind of fun.
If I can ramble, I was gonna say that. I just don't want 2 daughters because then I'll have
a lot of period blood.
3 women around me all at once with periods synced.
Isn't that lit?
So once a month is just gonna be misery in the whole household.
And then they can share clothes. You know how expensive clothes is?
Oh, that's fair. Then 2 sons. 2 sons then. No periods. Dog this year?
We really want a dog. I really want a dog. However, the relationship we have is I will get something and then Kevin will take care of it, like all of our plants. What Kevin has said is that I, for 7 days straight, must either exercise on the elliptical or take a walk twice a day. If I do that, then I can get a dog. But if I cannot, I cannot.
You just need to prove to me that you are able to allocate time for a dog.
So
and this is still the low end. You still have to do things with the dog besides just walk it twice a day too.
I've been trying for a few months now. Future plans. Will we have a wedding? Yes.
Yeah.
I, at some point, did go to Kevin and was like, I don't want a wedding.
When we first
Yeah.
met, you wanted a huge wedding.
Yes.
You wanted to invite everyone.
Yes.
And then at some point you were like, I want a small wedding. And then you were like, very briefly, you were like, I don't want a wedding. And now you're back to like, we'll probably do like 100-person wedding. That's the goal.
I've always remembered that your mom told you that the biggest regret she had in life was not having a wedding.
Yeah, my parents basically did a civil ceremony because they were poor.
I have been really turned off by wedding culture because of all the weddings I've gone to and I see my friends go through. Wedding planning is basically your personality for 6 months to a year to 2 years. Yeah. There's all these family feuds. It's money. One of the weddings we went to that was like pretty normal, pretty standard was $80,000.
In California.
I did spend some time looking at a lot of venues in SoCal. I just don't think there's like another state that we would do it in unless it's like in Vegas or something.
Michigan?
No, we would
way,
not.
right?
Dude, there's
Yeah,
no
no
way
way.
we'd do it in Michigan. There's absolutely no way.
It has to be in California. Almost all of our friends are in California.
SoCal's expensive.
Yeah.
Everything looks the same and it just looks really boring.
And the food sucks.
The food sucks.
Wedding
like,
food is always so
hotel
disappointing.
food is nasty. I want the culture to be there. I want there to be good food. Knowing me, I go all the way. I whole ass or no ass. What we are also exploring is doing a wedding in Taiwan. I think the rates are much better. Ooh,
And the
for
food
sure.
probably should be a lot better.
One of the reasons I decided that I think I'll just do the wedding is for the parents. Kevin's the oldest son. I am the oldest daughter. Our parents are just getting older. My grandma is also getting older. In our families, I think we are the most likely to get married now, and then the rest will come.
Yeah.
Will come much later. Knowing how they reacted on the courthouse wedding, my parents were so happy. They were full of joy. I just haven't seen them that way before.
Really?
And they dressed up. I've never seen them dressed up ever. I've never.
I guess I didn't notice.
I've
I'm not
never
as close.
seen them.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. So I guess I'll just do it. Yeah, I'll PM my own wedding. Will you go back to Taiwan for wedding pictures? Obviously, we did a photo shoot in Japan where we wore a kimono in the middle of the summer in
Super
the
sweaty.
heat. That was crazy. I can't believe we did that. Ooh, the photos are amazing.
Yeah.
I really want to do like a hot pot style wedding. I want to be in a hot pot.
Let her cook.
Any tips on finding your person? I'm turning 27 and single.
You got this one.
I would say work on yourself, be hot, go out there and meet people, learn to flirt.
Flirting is a skill.
Yeah, flirting is
Yeah.
a skill. Being able to like make someone be curious of you, be thoughtful, remember people's details, compliment people a lot.
After you meet them, like make sure you exchange numbers, exchange their Instas.
Yeah.
Instas is like so casual to exchange these
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
And then you get to see the story and then you're like, oh my god, blah, blah, blah.
Dating's a hard game. Dating comes when you least expect it, and not everyone fits all of the check boxes.
It's about compromise too.
Yeah, it really is about compromise. It's about two people having the spark, working towards each other and building like this life with each other. I think being honest and transparent too, if there's like mistakes made or things you're ashamed of, I do think coming clean takes you really far.
Also, like, I mean, dating apps are real, and you know, a lot of my friends met their partners through dating apps, and like,
True.
if it works, it works.
It does. That's all we have for now. Thank you for tuning in on this Getting Married Q&A. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hi Uniqlos, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The next video is going to be a big one. If all goes well, it will be the PM salary reveal video. Ugh. I don't know, I'm nervous about it, but I hope that I bring you more than you expect, that I bring value to your life, and hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye!